Hello, everyone. It is about 10 p.m. at night, and in the morning, I'm gonna head out to Moundsville, West Virginia, and explore the town a little bit. There's a few interesting things in Moundsville, West Virginia that piqued my interest. One of them is the Grave Mound, which is a pre-colonial burial mound that dates back to what is believed to be all the way back to 1000 BC, but it's believed to have over 1,000 years of history, dating from 1000 BC to 1 AD. And right next to the burial mound is another interesting spot, which is the Moundsville State Penitentiary, also known as the West Virginia State Penitentiary, which closed in the year 1995, but it was active between the years 1866 and 1995. So I'm going to head out there in the morning and I'll see you guys on this adventure. So, guys, I made it to Moundsville, West Virginia, and I'm currently inside the visitor center here at the burial ground right across from the prison. And there's some pretty interesting things in here. Obviously, describing the pre colonial life here in West Virginia. It even has some stuff leading all the way up to the Victorian era, artifacts that were found around here and different aspects of life here in this part of West Virginia. There are all sorts of artifacts here and information. And admission to this visitor center is free. You don't have to pay anything. Yeah, it's a very interesting place to explore here. If we look out this window right here, you can actually see we're going to go out here, but there is the actual burial mound. And we can actually walk to the top of it. So we're going to go check that out after we're done in here. But there are all sorts of different artifacts and stuff educating us here in this visitor center. There's even a woolly mammoth over there. Alright, guys, we're outside now. There's the penitentiary across the street. But here is the burial mound, and it appears there's no one else out here, as you can see. We're right on the Ohio River. That bridge out there is the bridge to cross into Ohio. We're in West Virginia right now. And I'm going to climb up to the top of the mound and check out the view. Alright, guys, so I'm going to start the climb up the mound now. And this mound is believed to have been active by the natives of this area between the years 1000 BC and 1 AD. So there have been all sorts of artifacts found here. As you can see the penitentiary there, we should get a good view from the top of the penitentiary. There's the visitor center right there. We also should get a pretty good view of Ohio across the river once we get to the top. As you can see right now, I can't see over the mound, but once I'm on the top, I'll be able to see the other side, but there's the penitentiary. All right, guys, I'm starting to get higher and higher up this mound here. You can see the bridge better now, and we're pretty much at the top. You know, as a person who grew up in an area rich in Native American history, it always fascinates me to find monuments from the past, from the Native Americans who were here, and just see what they built and see what they made. You know, in some cases over 1,000 years ago that are still here, and this is one of them. As you can see, it's a great view up here. There's no one else up here. I'm completely alone up here, which, you know, it's always fascinating to have something like this all to yourself. But as you can see, this town of Moundsville, West Virginia, you know, it's just underneath of this mound here, and you have the penitentiary right there, and it's a very scenic and beautiful place here. You have the Ohio River, as I stated earlier, and you just have to stand here and imagine what it was like, you know, when the Native Americans were here. What did this land look like? What did they have established here, you know? So we made it to the top. And again, this is free to access. There is a gate around it, but you just go through the visitor center, which is free. And you can come right up, walk right up here and explore it. You know, I've never been to this town before. This is my first time here, but being on top of here all alone right now and having a 360 view of the whole town, it kind of just feels like, you know, like I'm the king of the town or something. It's really fascinating. All right, guys, so I've been up here for a little bit, and it really is peaceful up here and surreal just to have the whole town below you. You have people walking around, cars, but there's no one up here. And I'm gonna make my way back down now. You can really just feel that this place is a sacred place, and it really was important to the natives that built this and lived here. And I'm gonna make my way down now. Still, there's no one here. You know, there's cars out there, but there's no one here. And you know, when I heard about this place, I did not think I was gonna have it completely to myself for as long as I wanted. You know, I thought for sure I would get here and there would be people here. So it's really nice. So I'm gonna make my way back down, and then later today, we're gonna go into the penitentiary there and just do a general tour. But I want to document it for YouTube, and just make a good video for you guys. So it's nice to be out here today in Moundsville, West Virginia. All right, guys. So it's a little later in the day now. We're back for getting ready to do the tour of the penitentiary here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross the street and get inside and see what this tour has to offer. Okay, guys, so I'm now inside the area where the tour will begin. Yeah, it's technically the gift shop. As you can see right here in front of me is the actual electric chair that was used here in the state of West Virginia to execute individuals. The chair was actually created here in this prison by an inmate who made this chair. As you can see, there are a lot of paranormal stories about this chair here. As they have it locked up behind bars, so no one touches it or messes with it. Here's a list of actual people who were executed in this chair right here. As you can see, the last execution was in the year 1959. So about 9 years of executions. There's also the old execution face cap they would put over the face. If you don't mind me asking, what state are you from? Alright guys, so we're going on a tour here, and kind of staying towards the back of the tour because I want to try to, film some scenes as we're going along and just film the details. As you can see, we're going down the hallway here. None of that was here in the prison with after the prison closed, they actually used this facility for a lot of training purposes for correctional officers, military, police officers, and those were all put in after the prison closed. All right, guys, so I'm in the cafeteria now, cafeteria area. Still on the tour. As you can hear the people talking in the background. It's a dark, dingy room. You can smell the misty odor in here for sure. Look in here. Look at this. This place is definitely authentic. It hasn't had much repair done at all since. But it's very original here. You can see the concrete on the floor, the paint chipping. Place is definitely aged. It hasn't been gutted really. It hasn't been messed with. It's very authentic. Look how short it is, guys. I'm literally like barely clearing this. Imagine hitting your head on this all the time. This cell block does date back to the 1800s. Now, if you can imagine, I told you earlier that we had severe overcrowding here in the prison before the South was built. Well, during that severe overcrowding, they actually had 3 men housed in each of these cells. 2 bunks and a mattress on the floor. An identical cell block to this on the back side. That's A side back there, this is B side. Now, these cell doors actually have a 2-tier. The doors actually had a 2-tier Guys, everything is like preserved in here. And you gotta think how crazy you might get. Just start drawing anything on the wall that comes to your mind to being in here.
They would then be taken one at a time back to this corner, strip searched, and then they could go out to the yard. When they brought them play against the inmates, at one point in time, the Pittsburgh Pirates came down and played the inmates. Actually, the inmates did beat the Pirates. But, this is Jay Marley, on the backside here. That's on the backside of that. Further south of the prison, there was also a protective custody cell block and a vulnerable cell block. So there's three of the south and three of the south. We never had anything out of now, one thing that really surprised me, I guess, maybe I'll watch more TV, I don't know. But, in my mind, I had it that they said you would not believe how loud it was. You're in New Wall all the time. It never stops. Now, here's the deal, guys. On the doors. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, if you don't mind, make sure everybody gets pictures taken with their phones. Please, if anybody's in there and got somebody to take their pictures. That's my break time. I'll see you guys.
We just finished our tour here at the Penitentiary, guys, and it was the last tour of the day. And at the end of the tour, we were in the New Wall cell area. And I was towards the back of the group. I was actually right in the back of the group. And the tour guide was explaining how the door is shut and open. And I heard a laugh, like a male laugh, come from behind me. So, I noted that. I was looking behind me to see if anyone would come walking in. And no one ever did. So we left the area probably about 10 seconds after the laugh happened. And when we got back out in the hallway, I looked to see if anyone was around because that's the only entrance into that cell block. There's one there. So we heard a laugh. I don't think I was filming at the time, and I don't think I captured it, but it was a male laugh. So that's the only thing I experienced here today paranormally, unless something was captured during my filming. But yeah, guys, this was a pretty fun tour here at the West Virginia State Penitentiary. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, this is Fixed Image saying peace.